Yes, people, we are back. KGX to the ZTV. It's been a minute since we've done a match preview. Long overdue, some may say. But before we get into the Crystal Palace preview, hit that subscribe, hit that like button, turn those notifications on. Because, yeah, this is an important one. Chelsea travel to Selhurst Park to take on I won't say a struggling Crystal Palace team, but I will say a Crystal Palace team that is in disarray. Just sold their club captain. Manager is pretty much all confirmed that he will be leaving or not signing a contract extension at the end of the season, despite winning a trophy last year and winning the Community Shield to start the season. Mateta looks like he's put in a transfer request. Aston Villa sniffing around, Juve sniffing around, maybe some other sides. But it's not about them. This is about us. And yes, we are 3 wins and 4 under the new manager Liam Rossinier. Interesting stat, fun fact. His first 4 games in charge of Chelsea, all in different competitions. FA Cup, Carabao Cup, the League, Champions League, and then now back to the bread and butter, as Sir Alex used to so eloquently call it, the Premier League. And this is where we need to catch a good run of form. I know we've got an important one coming up in the Champions League next week with Napoli away. I know we've got the second leg of the Carabao Cup coming up, but if we want to achieve the targets that we set out at the beginning of the season, top 4, domestic trophy, a quarterfinals run in the Champions League at least, then we need to take care of business at home in London at Selhurst Park this coming Sunday. Early kickoff here in the U.S., 9 a.m. Not too early, I guess. That would make it, 5 hours over there? So like 2, 3, kind of like the afternoon kickoff on Sunday. But yeah, we're coming into it. Even though the form has been decent, the performances have been hit or miss. Shooting boots definitely worn on against Paphos in the Champions League. Last time out, we did get a nice 2-0 win over Brentford. Got some payback for them since they stole a point away at the GTEC. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see who's out there. We know Cole Palmer will come back fit. Reece James was taken off precautionary last match, so he should be fit. Gusto, Jamie Giddens, Delap, guys like that who are getting over the flu should be available on the bench for spot minutes and things like that. But I'm looking for performances to start to get better. I know I've talked a lot about this before on panels, on different shows, on my own channel about results. The results are the only thing that matter. And yes, at the end of the day, give me 3 points in a shitty performance over a great performance and 1 point any day of the week. But what we need to do is we need to be a little greedy. We need a good performance. We need the 3 points, and we need to sort of get the confidence back up in this group because it's been tumultuous. I talked about Palace and all the things that they're going through. Our side, it's just as spooky. Asugo's out now for a month because he apparently slipped. Lavia's making sort of Lavia-esque IG posts about hinting at he might be ready or he might be coming back. We don't know with that, brother. We haven't seen Asugo yet for a competitive match at Chelsea. Don't know what's up with him. We got rumors of Douglas Luiz coming in. The Jacket kid, center back, looks like Ren is going to price us out of a January move, or worst case scenario, we negotiate a lower fee and then loan him back. I don't know what's going on. Josh Achapong is getting interest from Crystal Palace, or not hopefully, but looking like they want to replace Mark Gahey with him or somebody like him. So yeah, it's January, it's crazy, it's Chelsea, extra crazy on top. But the bottom line is it's a must-win at Crystal Palace. It is a must-win 3 points. But we also need to play well. We didn't play well versus Paphos. We played up and down in the Hull City game. Charlton was was light work, but or not Hull City. I'm sorry. In the FA Cup match, but yeah, we've got to we got to get better. We've got to get better output from our wingers. They're continuing to let us down. Left hand side looking dead with Garnacho out there. I know he's got 9 GNA on the season, but I think 4 of that is in the Carabao Cup. One's a couple of assists in the Premier League, 1 goal in the Premier League. We've got to get more out of that side. We got to get more out of the right side. We got to get more from our talisman, Cole Palmer, who we know is nursing a growing injury. We know he's not going to get surgery because he doesn't want to hampen or kind of dampen his chances at the World Cup. We know Delap ain't good enough up top. We know João Pedro isn't a bagsman. So we're going to need the likes of Caicedo. We're going to need a vintage Enzo Fernandez. I wouldn't even say vintage. We're just going to need a good Enzo Fernandez performance. GNA, a little bit of control in the midfield, a little bit of tempo dictating, right? We know what their midfield is going to look like. It's probably going to be Mark Hughes and Wharton, or Kamada and Wharton there. We know what their center backs are 2 of their center backs are going to be. It's going to be Lacroix. It's going to be Richards. We know Dean Henderson's going to be at goal. Tyreek Mitchell. I heard Muniz is coming back on the right wing back side. Whether or not he's fully fit, that'll be something that could potentially trouble us down our left hand side, because Munoz, if he's anything, he's super active, and he is a constant threat, barging up and down that right flank, bombing up and down. Very good player, like him. We know if Mateta plays, he's going to be a handful. They've got Brendan Johnson, who not too worried about him, but likes of who else do they have in the 10? Yarmi Pino, who's been hit or miss so far this year. So look, we know Palace has good players. We know that they have a quality manager, even though that manager has got 1 foot out the door. We know that it's going to be difficult, but like I said before, we haven't lost in Selhurst. We haven't lost against Palace since 2017, so that's damn near 10 years. Selhurst Park is a tricky away ground. It's tight, it's compact, it's smaller. It's been the bogey ground for a lot of teams, but not us. Not us. I think 7 wins out of the last 10 versus Crystal Palace. So we've got to go there. We've got to dominate the possession. We've got to be mindful on the counterattack. I don't know what the combination is going to be. I know we're going to see Cucurella at left back. I know we're going to see Reece James in there, either right back or in the midfield 3, but I think he'll be there at right back. What the center back partnership's going to be, don't know. I'd expect Trev to be in there. Whether or not that's Tosin on the left-hand side, or that's Badia Shield, or Fofana. Fofana's looked pretty shaky his last couple of matches. We know it's going to be Enzo and Caicedo at some point in the midfield. Palmer probably in the 10, so hopefully that means Reece James at right back. Right-hand side, hopefully it's Esteval. He looked a little bright when he came on. João Pedro up top probably. And then the left-hand side, Gittins probably isn't fit to play the start, so maybe it's Garnacho again. Maybe it's Pedro Neto over there, whipping in crosses from his favorable side. So look, Rosinho knows the tools that he has to work with. He's been here long enough. He's played enough of the squad to know who his go-to players are, or sort of where he sees them fit into his style or into his system. He's getting, more familiar. He's got more time on the training pitch. He's getting more comfortable with his surroundings and things like that. But look, there's no time to slip up, brother. There is no time to slip up. If we want to accomplish anything from this season, and if he wants to prove any of the doubters wrong in terms of him being a yes man or him being unqualified for this job, the best way to shut people up is to win. Put points on the board. 3 points start this weekend. Whether or not we do it, we'll see. I am fairly confident that we'll go there and do it. I said 2-1, looking like the most likely scoreline. I think it will be 2-1. But let me know. Let me know in the comments. Quick preview. Let me know what you think the lineup's going to be. Let me know if you're troubled a little bit, or maybe with all the things going on with Palace that maybe you're feeling a little bit better about this one. You see a little bit of momentum from Chelsea, and you're more on the positive side. Or is it more the same? Is it more of don't know which Chelsea you're going to get, There's going to be mistakes at the back. It's just how big will those mistakes be? Can we overcome those mistakes? Is Sanchez going to be the Sanchez that we've seen for the majority of the season, or is he going to revert back to type like he did against Arsenal in the Carabao Cup or Man United when he got sent off early with the red? Look, there's a lot. Like, there's the paradigm shift with Chelsea is huge. We could go in any direction when it comes to this football club. Any result, I could see us just absolutely smoking them, but I can also see us getting bogged down into a 0-0 like we did the first time. Not much quality. Both teams just say, you know what, we just don't want to lose this. We'll settle a point. We'll see. The proof will come on Sunday. I'm looking forward to it like I always do. We'll have our post-match thoughts, little recap and things like that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the chat. Before you guys leave, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and we will see you at the next one. Peace.